So one of the things that I have to do is straighten out these cabinets. My spice cabinets have become quite disorganized. I can't find anything in here. Besides, I haven't gone through here and purged in a long time. So there's probably some spices that are beyond the expiration date. So I need to get rid of those and try to make it look neater, because that's one of the things that people look for when they're looking at a house, is they go in the cabinets. And so if I have it really crowded like this, it's going to look like the cabinets are smaller than what they really are. So I just need to clear things out and make them look as spacious as possible and organized, which is going to help me in the long run while I'm still here. So here goes. So I've got one of the shelves empty, and you can see it's got spices that have opened up and come out of there that I need to clean out. And I'm just going to use this vinegar cleaning strength. I usually just use regular vinegar and mix it with water, but this I found on sale, and so it was already mixed. So I'm just going to put that in a spray bottle, and that's what I'm going to use to clean the cabinets. So this is my after. It still looks pretty cluttered, but I do have it pretty organized, and I know where everything is, and I did get rid of a ton of stuff out of the cabinet that was expired. And then I didn't do a before of this one, but believe it or not, it's better now. Pretty much did the same thing, pulled everything out, wiped it down, and put it back in and organized it based on, you know, what I use more often in the front, and put it there. Things I'd use less often, put it on the top. So got a good start for today, and tomorrow will be another project. All right, this is the next thing to tackle, is that junk drawer in the kitchen, which I actually have 2 of them, but gotta try to find a way to organize these drawers. So let's see what I can do. All right, so it's still a junk drawer, but it's definitely more organized. I had a ton of batteries in here of all different sizes. I just put them all in this plastic container just to kind of keep them together. And then just have miscellaneous things in here: tape, scissors, flashlight, some silicone, caulking, or whatever that stuff is. So it looks better than it did. Still obviously a junk drawer, but definitely more organized. And then in this one, as I'm looking at it through the camera, it really looks still a mess, but it's definitely more organized. I folded up the towels. I took my chip clips and put them in a plastic bag because they were just loose all in there. That way when I get ready to move, I can just grab them and put them in the boxes. So it's better. Ran across this little thing that you put tea in to steep your tea. So ran across that. I didn't even know where it was. And a little chopper thing was down in here. So it's definitely more organized. At least now I know exactly what's in here, so I feel better about it. And of course, when you empty out a junk drawer or whatever, you always have all this debris on the bottom. So I took everything out, washed it down in my vinegar water spray, and put everything back in there. So, oops. Now off to the next counter. So plenty of cabinet space overhead, as well as under the sink area. And in the island, there's more cabinet space and a couple of drawers there. And then there's a large pantry. It's kind of full, but it does hold a lot of things. So not lots of nice storage space, basically. So this is the kitchen. It has black granite countertops, and the island has the overhang, so you can have this as an eating space in the kitchen. There's also room here for a small table if you wanted to do that in the kitchen. There's 2 windows and a large size refrigerator. You've got your microwave and stove, plenty of counter space, double sinks and more counter space, and then you've got your dishwasher here. So this is the dining area, and then it's got the open floor plan, so you go right into the living room there. It's got a gas fireplace, ceiling fan, and the deck is right off of the back of the house. And on the main level where we are, there is a powder room. And there's the kitchen. Pulling up at Lowe's to pick up the first of my boxes for the move. So this first batch of boxes that I'm getting is not actually the main moving boxes. I'm just trying to get things put away for staging the house. So some of the items that may be cluttering, you know, or some identifying objects, they say you should remove pictures and personal things like that. So I'm just trying to find some boxes to kind of get those things out of sight for showing the house. So now to tackle this closet here. Clothes and everything are not bad, so, and I just purged not too long ago to get rid of things that I'm not wearing, so it's pretty good. But this this is my reality. This is what my shoe closet looks like when I'm working typically. So I just come home and just like throw the shoes out or whatever. I can't even blame this on when I was working though, because these are all like my summer casual shoes. But I'm going to do better, and because I'm getting ready to start showing the house, I have got to get the shoes organized. Now these up here are in a good shape, but there's too many of them to fit in my bin, so I've got to take like my boots and things. You can't even see them, they're back there. I'm gonna have to take those and pack them away, and any shoes that I just wear in the winter time, I'm just gonna pack those away in boxes now, so they'll be ready for the move. But it'll help the closet to look more organized when I start to show the house. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is pick this stuff up and make this look better. My lazy way of vacuuming. My I think it's called a Neato vacuum, sort of like the Roomba. It really works. You just have to kind of watch it to make sure that it doesn't get something caught up in there before whatever. It's an easy way to, or a quick way, I should say, to vacuum on the go. I used to turn it on and make sure everything was free of its path, and go sit down and watch it work. So it was only 6 pair of boots down in this closet. The others are in my lower level closet, so I will get them packed away as well. But getting those out of here made a big difference. Taking them out allowed me to have space to put my shoes up, because there was a couple pair that were mixed in here, and then I also found a couple pair of shoes that I just no longer wear, so I was able to get them out. I'm going to take those to the Goodwill. So it's still crammed in here because there's a lot of shoes, but at least there's none on the floor, and it looks a lot better. At least they have a home, they have a place to be. And so I'm going to step back and show what it looks like. That's my drone down there, with down here, which is gonna be taken out of there before I show the place. And I just have my clothes. I took a look through to make sure there was nothing that, you know, I'm not wearing, and I actually do wear all of these things over here. These over here, I normally keep clothes that I can't fit, but that I don't want to part with. Typically it's clothes that are too small, but now there's clothes that are too big, and not that I'm planning to ever fit back into them. I just have to reconcile in my mind that I want to get rid of them. But for right now, they're aside so that they're not in my regular rotation. But I'm pleased. I've cleaned the floor, ran my little Roomba like vacuum, and got the floor cleaned, to use my Swifter to get any remaining dust up, and that's the closet. So this is the spare bedroom. Got 3 windows here, and it's got the ensuite bathroom. It's very spacious. It's got a chest in here in the bed, but lots of walking space. And then it has a customized closet with shelves up the top, so plenty of storage space. Alright, so I'm not even going to go down there because I can't drive, but because you see they got the street all jacked up with the red clay and maybe some nails and stuff because it's a construction site. I'm not going to go down there. When I have more time, I'll come back and walk down. I can walk down and see what's happening, but for now, I can see that the buildings are actually up. I can turn here. That is the back side. I can't tell which lot. These are townhouses too, so it's hard to know which lot is what, but definitely is progress on it. And when I come back by, I will park my car and walk down so that I can actually see exactly what's been done and what's still pending. I'm on my way to a new salon. Alright, so that's better. I'm on my way to a new salon. Gonna try out a salon that's in this area. Since I'll be moving down here, I may as well start to you know, establish myself with salons and, you know, pharmacists and different things like that for when the time comes. But I needed to get my hair done. I was not able to get in where I normally would go, so I said, you know what, if I gotta go someplace different, let's go ahead and try here, because I hate skipping around from place to place. So I'm gonna go to this salon. One thing that I know already from calling them and making the appointment is they are considerably cheaper. So it'll be really interesting to see how it goes. So I'm gonna pop back on when I'm leaving there, and I may stop back by the property just to see if I can get down the street or walk down there if it's not too hot or whatever. If not, I'll come back another day. Like I said before, I hate processes that are really slow. So rather than keep coming and not really seeing what's happening until they start putting in the stuff inside, you know, like to make sure that I got the right colors and the right, you know, floor, wood color, whatever, you know, that's when I'll become more interested. But the whole foundation piece of that, you know, I'm assuming the builder knows what they're doing, so I don't really need to monitor that process. But anyway, let me get off of here and run in this salon and get my hair done. Alright, so I left the salon and I didn't even feel like going back to the to see if I could get down the street at the house, so I'm just gonna go home. The salon experience was pretty good. As you can see, I got my hair straightened. First time I've gotten it straightened in almost a year, but it was time to do it because I needed to get my ends trimmed. So It is done, and I am pleased, definitely pleased with the price. So tomorrow I'll go back to the house and take a look. Okay, so it's the next day, and I came over here and I parked the car, and I'm just walking down now to see, and I thought that this was the property here, but it's not. It's further down, so they're not far along at all. Driving by, it was hard to tell because they are townhouses, and so you've got clusters of them. But those that you see behind me, it's not them, it's these here. So I'm kind of happy about that because I haven't sold my house, so if it was those behind me, I would be feeling a little bit more stressed. So I've got a little bit of time. All right, let's take a look. So this is where I will be living, and it is just lumber and whatever this here is, I don't even know. Some kind of concrete or whatever. I don't know what any of this is, so really no need for me to come back for another 2 weeks because none of this means anything to me. Those are really coming along nicely. And mine will be along those lines, so be a few weeks before I'll see any action here. But right now, I just have the supplies here to get it started. At a construction site and just came into another unit that's under construction. They already got a counters up. This one actually looks smaller. This is the bathroom. Yeah, this one is a smaller unit. I don't know what the model name is. This is steps. Laundry facility and their powder room. All right, let me get out of here. I feel weird being in somebody else's house.